My name is Shane Binda. I'm here to talk to you about kata today. And on my book here, Ronin Karate, I talk about kata in a deeper way. I go into all the aspects behind it and deeper behind it. But I just want to be a little bit more general with you. Let me just explain to you a little bit about that. So first of all, why do we do kata? Kata is an excellent way, number one, to warm up your class. You start off with the first kata, you do the second kata where you punch down the middle, the third kata, the fourth kata, fifth kata. Then you can proceed with the pians, which is the first pian from here, for example, lower block, across, second pian, third pian, fourth pian, fifth pian. Okay. Those are the 5 katas, 5 pians, and it's a great warm-up to do your class. But it goes even deeper than that. It's a connection. It doesn't matter what style. Some classes have more katas and stuff, but the 5 katas, 5 pians, I've been throughout the world, whatever karate style you've been to, you can see that it's been, everyone's practicing. Even Taekwondo, I went to a Taekwondo school many years ago, and I had to do the kata, and I was in the first kata, second kata, and they were watching me do my kata, and said, oh my God, it's very similar. Our katas are very similar to the Kokushin style, so we do it that way. But that's a very good warm-up. And one, it's also a connection how you can speak to somebody. I tell a little story. One time I went to Greece, and I went to go see Ocean, and he didn't speak English. So we had some translation between a translator, but eventually we had to go on the dojo floor. He didn't speak English, and I didn't really speak Greek, so how did we do it? Well, I started to do the first kata, and second kata, pians, and this and that, and we had a workout. So the kata is a great way of connecting with each other. Okay. The other way, kata, in terms of connection, it also pays a lot of respect to the past. Our teacher, Master Rozu, came to Canada in 1966, opened the first Kokushin school in Canada, Montreal, and he does the first kata. And I do the first kata exactly the same way he did. I didn't change it. The pian's the same thing. Okay, over the years, different organizations, as we see in our Kokushin, organizing many different branches, and they're all changing the Kenku this way, the Kenku that way, and the Kenku this way. And I said, even on mine, I was like confused. I learned Kenku like 5 different ways. That's just crazy. So we reverted back to the original roots of it, and we practice it that way, and we keep it that way. And that's it. It's very simple. So in terms of connection, and that helps you there as well. But the second part of it that's very important about kata is that an interesting story that I think will help you. In I was writing my book, Soki Andre and Master Paul Desmarais, but especially Soki Andre, he told me that Master Rozu, I was trying to get to know who he was. Now you have to remember, Master Rozu is the first guy who started Kokushin karate in Canada, and he would come by my dojo, and I was like 14 years old, and he would come twice a week to the dojo to see our teacher, Master Paul, and from the time I was 14 until he died, when I was like 21, I used to see him like 2 or 3 times a week, and then we went to his dojo a few times, did classes there as well. But I didn't really get to know who he was, so I had to research my book about him with Soki Andre, and he told me a story. And one of the interesting stories he told me was that he says that kata, when you practice kata, it solves your problems. I go, what are you talking about? He says kata solves your problems. He says, Master Roger was to say that if you do more kata, your problems will go away. So if you have problems, do kata. If you have more problems, do more kata. So I understand what he meant. So I said, I was opening a business, and it had a lot of problems, like everyone, business challenges, things of that nature. So I didn't understand what he meant. So I started to do my katas. I started finding the appreciation of my katas again. I reconnected with them deeply. Started doing all the black belt katas, redoing them all, practicing them. And, I enjoy doing them. And I found that my problems started to go away. I said, why is that? How is that possible? And I had discussions with other black belts. Why is that? This and that. And I said, and then I had to go deeper, do research on my book. Why is this happening? And I found out the conclusion, and I linked it this way. I said, the katas are linked to the universe, but the universe has to link to something. We're human beings. So I said the best way to understand is like this, and I think this is a good way for everyone to understand it. In the Indian culture and the Buddhist culture, we believe that at the time you were born, you have an astrological sign. So, for example, I'm born June 1st, June 10th, whatever it is. I'm a Gemini. But when that exact time and city where I was born, the other planets, which are the 9 other planets, were in certain positions. It means one could have been in this position, one could have been in this position, and a certain astrological sign. And what does that mean? Each of the planets basically represents an attribute of your personality. For example, Mercury is your communication skill. Venus is how you look in love and life. Karma is like Saturn. Mars is your courage. There are like other planets, Pluto and other planets. So I don't want to get too detailed to an astrology thing, but basically each planet represents something. You can read that on the internet. It's also in my book. But the bottom line is that how does that affect you? So I had to go back more deeper into my roots, and then I found out yoga. So what happens in India, in Indian astrology or Indian culture, whatever I would say, is that it's saying 1 month you're feeling like down because the planets might be in a bad position. You go, what does that mean? Well, I tell you, people relate like this. 1 week you feel amazing, 1 week you feel up and down, this and that, and that can be, and people feel I have to take medication, this and that. No, that's just the way the planets are. And people say, what are you talking about? So I said, very simple, look, the moon, right? When it gets a full moon, you get a full moon, what happens? The ocean rises, right? The ocean rises, the water rises up high. So when they rise up high, that affects the oceans by the moon, the full moon. So how could it not affect human beings? We're made primarily of water. So the water affects us. So the other planets are in the solar system are affecting us directly too. And sometimes they're in a bad position, not so good position. They change all the time, just part of life. And everyone has that, it's just the way it is, But the thing about it is that you could do things to correct it. So for example, if your certain planet was in a bad position, you could do certain yoga movements to alleviate that. So say, the guy comes into the yoga studio, he's feeling like crap and he's feeling no good, I don't feel like doing it. And he says he does yoga, he ends up feeling great. I tell the same thing to people in karate. I said, how many times have we had where you're at home on the couch and one of your buddies says, come on, let's go to karate. No, I want to stay home, man. He says, no, you're coming to karate, that's it, let's go. You end up going to that karate class or the class and do it, and then you end up feeling amazing after. What happened? You were feeling like you just sat on that couch, watched TV, and not going, but you got up, you went there, you went to the class, and you started feeling good after. And every time you finish a class, you always feel good after. Why is that feel? How did that feeling come about? People say, oh yes, it's endorphins and these things happen when you cry. No, it's part of the same connection of yoga. So what happens is when you do yoga, it's supposed to breathe and correct the situation. But karate was the same thing. But we do it, now how do we do it? We can do it through moves up, but the kata is one of the answers for that. By doing the kata, okay, and it will help you to alleviate that. But the karate is much stronger than the yoga concept. And I'm Indian, Hindu, and I know both sides of the scenario, and I'll tell you why. Yoga is a state of relaxation. You have to be calm. Oh, I'm stressed. I need to be calm. I need to be relaxed. I need to relax. But the reality is you live in life. You have a house, you have kids, you have pressures, you have dojo, you can't be relaxed all the time. It doesn't work. You can't escape all the time. You gotta live in both states. Aggressive state, relaxed state. Aggressive and relaxed. And how does it, and yoga is only dealing with, to take the situation, to bring you to a relaxed, in a cuddling, fetal cuddling position. But karate does both. It relaxes you and it energizes you. It relaxes and energizes. For example, since I come down slow, I'm breathing. I'm coming up high, I'm coming down low. I'm breathing, slow, relaxed state. I come across here. And then I bring back hard. Push down, hard, maybe. Come relax, aggressive. Or I'm punching forward, slow. We go from state to state in the kata movements. The movements we go, the first kata, we can block, kick, and we can do slow return if we wanted to. But we go from one movement very fast, aggressive, and one other part of the movement, slow and breathing. So we're relaxing both states at the same time. So our brain is being able to function both same time. So you can find it both. So you end up being close. But if you're too aggressive all the time, just punching, kicking, that's going to be just aggressive state. That's not going to create balance either. That's why in the class we might have a very enduring class, a lot of kicks and punches, everyone's sweating like crazy, and what happens then? Maksu, eyes closed, meditative stance. So meditative stance, it brings you back there. So the kata is connected to that. So it can help you. But each black belt kata, each thing represents, which I talk about in the book, is you do the kata, you can do something. Like I say, Yansu is Venus. I say Mercury, the planet Mercury, which is communication, is I say Tencho. I say Mars, the planet of war, Zuki no kata, And I said if I do Zuki no kata, you block, you punch, And I bring up Kenku, the sun, the energy of the sun. So I talk about each different type of planet and how they can affect you, and how you can do those katas connected to the planet that will connect you to help you get over your difficulty. I have listed all these things detailing in my book. I don't want to go into a long video here because it's quite lengthy, and I explain in very detailed my book and how the kata can help you. But the bottom line is this: doing all the katas and doing all the piano and doing even the black belt katas will balance everything. So when you practice as many katas as you can and many things. And then people say, oh, I don't have time to do the katas. And I said, that's wrong. I come in the dojo, the 5 katas, the 5 pians, and even the 11 black belt katas that we do, the 11 black belt katas we do, you could do it within 10 to 12 minutes. And I do it all the time. At a regular pace. You could do 10 to 12 minutes is nothing. You could do the kata. You could only just do one kata. Say you're in a hallway and you're walking the street and you want to just do the first kata. You could do that. Okay? Or a second kata. Or third. Practice it. Just do any movement you want. Touch karate in that way. And it'll help you solve your problems in life. So remember, kata can help you not just in your karate, in your mind and mental state. It can help you go all much further away. Now some schools have thought saying the kata is everything. By doing this movement, forearm block, this is because how we did this fight and this. No. Some schools want to do that, and some could do an infinite amount of kata, like 50 to 60 or 70 kata, way too much. I say you got to get your 5 katas, your 5 pians, which is the connection of all the martial arts, karate, or taekwondo, even other karate styles in the world. We have one extra kata we do is called Hiji Senego, which is an elbow kata, which is moving forward and coming across. We call it the gateway to the black belt katas. And all the black belt katas you've all been practicing, Yansu, Kenku, Zuki no kata, Soshiho, many other katas you can do. So those katas can help you get through your problems in your life. But do the katas and keep them in fresh. Because I see a lot of black belts today, a lot of schools today, they're not doing the katas. They're just sort of doing 1 or 2 or 3, But you can learn them. You can read through them and relearn them and make them part of your thing. And it improves your memory. You have to memorize them and you can learn them. You have to watch them 10 times and be consistent with it. Today in society, we've forgotten that, I can't do the kata the first time. I don't have patience. Just do it again and again. I'll give you an example. I was doing, let's finish with stone. I met Soki Andre after so many years. Actually, I always wanted to meet him. I met him after that. It was 3-4 years ago. And he says, send me your movement. So I saw my movement, but he wanted to see my kata. So I had done kata, but I hadn't done kata like the black belt katas I'm talking about. So regularly. I know them, I've done them, of course. I'm 6'9", I had to know them. But he first saw it, and he saw it, and he says, okay, you need to practice, and you practice. And I kept at it over and over. 5 months, 6 months, 7 months. And finally, at the 6th month or 8th month, he tells me, excellent kata. You know, like, you know, the teacher doesn't want to be so mean at the beginning. He says, well, you could do a little bit better. You should try to fix this or do this. But yeah, I didn't take it negative. I said, okay, fine. I'm being taught. I love it. Let's do it. Let's fix it. Nail this thing. And now I love it. And I'm always fixing things too. And I always just ask for suggestions like that. So keep up your kata. Keep up your practice. Us.